I love that swipe she does, and then it takes a second for the screen to load. I feel that's something they can improve upon in this game. It does sometimes take a while for the screens to load, and it's kind of odd to me. I don't know why.
It's probably just for lower end PCs. They want to slow it down so that you don't feel like there's obvious lag in the animations and such when it's trying to load in the next screen.
Maybe.
Civilian inequality? Come on, man. Equal pay.
I'm waiting for someone to say that this game's sexist in some way. Probably be something like, "Oh man, all the developers of this game are male," so yeah, because that's what they're complaining about Rick and Morty currently, aren't they? Like, "Oh, all the writers are male." I'm like, what difference does that make? Like, I don't get what difference that makes, you know?
Supposedly it's the representation thing, but the way they hired everyone was getting them to submit stories and then picking their favorite stories. They didn't even look at gender.
Yeah. I mean, that's how it should work, right? Like, are you good at what you do? You're good at what you do, we'll hire you. Time to speed up some more resource gathering again. Need to refill my biomass and my CO2 so I can, people can eat and breathe. That might be important, right? You may think this is actually sped up. It's not. I was actually playing the game in this speed.
You're really good at the hacking minigame.
Yeah.
Mining, rather, not hacking.
Yeah.
Select the shuttle team.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We need to send another away team. I mean, obviously, I'm going to send my best pilot, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to send people with full health down to the planet.
Shuttle away.
Why would that be important?
Rough landing reported.
You know, I'm not sure. I guess it doesn't really matter.
Hey!
Ah, jeez, me arm.
Looks like you're my commander now.
now.
Yeah. Did you do that on purpose, just out of interest?
You probably had it coming.
you guys have a mutual disagreement about something, so you're like, damn it, I'm gonna crash the next ship and make sure he's at the front.
Well, for all we know, the disagreement was while I was piloting. I mean, I took injuries too.
Yeah, that's true. You couldn't have been injured that bad though, right? I mean, you're pretty tough.
Shuttle team returning to
Well, I mean, I took command, so clearly I'm fine.
Clearly. I mean, I got some more resources to, like, rebuild my hull, so...
Well, I mean, we lost Zan and gained 230 civilians. That's a good ratio.
Yeah, I feel...
Civilian slums? Oh, so we got 230 people to toss them in the ghetto?
Oh my god, Catalos, are you okay?
I'm good. I like how I took command, though, over fucking almost half health canned over there.
The reason my mouse pointer just flicked to the right is I just realised Zan died. I was like, what?
I knew.
Yeah. Time to heal people. While my people on the deck play music. They're really good at typing that fast, my god. That must be really hard to play on that keyboard. Yet again, this isn't sped up, I'm just playing this fast and I'm amazing.
Amazing at watching bars, good job. Hey, welcome out of the sick bay, pilot these fucking mining probes.
Your punishment.
Oh, punishment, I love piloting mining probes, it's why I entered the force.
Yeah. What's really funny is it's literally remote piloting as well. You're not actually physically piloting anything. I mean, well, it's a probe. I suppose that's kind of self-explanatory.
command issue resolved.
Rip Manifestos.
At maximum.
That's very unprofessional of me. My phone going off.
So I suppose if you can crash into the sun, you can crash into the planet.
No, if you actually head towards the planet, you just go into orbit of it. which actually can be annoying if you don't fly around a planet properly. You get too close to it. It basically moves your ship back into orbit, so you kind of lose excuse me. You lose the fuel you travelled. Same as you can be actually a distance away from the planet. If you accidentally press F, it just puts you back into orbit of the nearest one. You always know which planet you're going to go into orbit of because there's that
oh man,
yellow net around it.
yeah, there's the grid there, which is basically the Mass Effect 2 mining grid,
Yeah.
and that's disgusting.
Man, we've travelled so far. But at least we're out of the red section, right?
We've picked up so much speed.
And civilians, we got like 200. Is that 58?
Yeah, 10,258. And everyone feels great, apparently.
Yeah, man, we're doing great.
Wow, rip that planet over there, though.
I'm the best
It's-
commander.
That planet's morale isn't too great.
Must have had a visit from the Ishimura or something at some point.
I don't want to mix universes, that'd be kind of scary. So, like, is that nebula backdrop, or are you actually gonna end up in that?
The nebula we're heading towards? Space scenery does actually change. You know, with this kind of nice, bloomy blue space, isn't everywhere. There's different kind of feels, kind of, if that makes any sense. I don't know quite how to explain it. Like, the center of the map is like red. Like you're like in some sort of red nebula almost. In fact, that's the direction we're going. We're actually heading there. It's basically to make you feel that it's more evil because the when you actually go into the center of the map, the whole center of the map is yellow pretty much. The areas are yellow, and like the dead center I think is red. So that's why like the most dangerous route's the direct straight route. You kind of this game's kind of emphasizing the fact you kind of just need to go around the outside of the map almost.
No, we don't.
But I'm just saying, fuck it, I'm going to take the shortest route.
Straight line, baby.
Straight line, and anything gets in the way, I'm just going to massacre. Yeah, you can see, Sigma Sect is the danger area, pretty much. Which is, like I said, where we're going. And like, why would I avoid combat? It's the fun times of this game. I like having to think about fighting things. And you always
I
get...
guess without that, it is basically Oregon Trail, which is its own appeal.
Yeah. It's
It's
not really...
not like avoiding combat's wrong, it's just not the playstyle you enjoy.
Yeah, I like fighting stuff. But I mean, like, I wouldn't be opposed to trying a avoid combat run as well. Yeah, you get these patrols out, and when they spot you, it basically instantly increases the threat level to a certain degree, or you instantly get attacked. I don't know quite how that works at the moment. But as you can see, I just looked at him, I basically looked out my side window and say, "Hey, buddy," and then just said, "Fuck it, I ain't gonna try and avoid him." Just carried on.
You're like, I'm pretty sure he's already seen me, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep going.
Yeah. Pretty much. Like, just no
And
worries.
meanwhile, everyone's riding because you fucking just looked at the security ship and kept going.
Yep.
So, are you just missing someone forever now?
Yep. Well, no, I can pick someone else up on a planet if they have someone available. But like I said, it's kind of like, I guess, the less people you have, like, if it makes sense, the less crew you have in control, the more likelihood the spawn rate is on the planet, if that makes any sense. So, like, there'll be a task on a planet, and it'll be like, oh yeah, there's some people... My fucking phone is starting to piss me off. I deeply apologise about that. There's not much I can do about that.
Oh, I thought that was the alarm.
I don't know what... Yeah, that bang noise, I wondered what it was for a while as well. That ship that spotted me just went into light speed to go and collect more people. That's what that noise is meant to be. The problem is they also use that noise for when your oxygen
Dawn Force
runs out and when your food runs out.
hostile ship detected.
Oh look,
Opening
different
defense.
enemies. So, the difference between these enemy types is quite simple, really. The center one fires lasers, and the two on the side will fire torpedoes, which won't fire as soon as they charge them, kind of thing. They have travel time. Oh, also the battle music for this area is different as well, because it's the more dangerous area, and I really love the battle music in this area. Like, it's really good music. Like, if you don't know who did the music for this game, I can't remember if I've mentioned it already, but Jack Wall did the music, and Jack Wall's the same guy who did the music for Mass Effect and Myst, so a reasonably popular gaming musician, actually. And I think this battle music in this area is fantastic. Like, I really enjoy it. The only
I
thing,
understand why it muffles when you pause, but
It bothers me, yeah.
It muffles.
yeah, it bothers me as well. That's the only thing I don't like about this game, is the fact the music mutes whenever I pause. I wish there was an in-game option to change that.
Bad shot. Shot deflected.
But as you can see, it's about making important decisions on how to dodge. And as you see, I may have dodged 2 shots there, basically. I blocked one, dodged the other, but I got hit by the third.
Our shot was blocked.
So you kind of have to work out what you want to do. I mean, if I was sensible, if I was sensible, I would attack someone's weapons right now. But I'm not sensible, apparently. I'm just gonna be like, oh no, I'm targeting that guy's weapons actually. And I'm also more than a little aware that guy just fired a torpedo at me. Just pause to think, you know. I think that
I'm
guy's
just gonna pause to just actually pause. The fact that they're still moving kind of bothers me too.
yeah. And like I said, this game's like slightly buggy with that. Sometimes even though you pause, they'll still fire. You can use it to your advantage slightly. Like if you feel you've used your shield too early when an enemy's fired a torpedo, you can actually pause, and the torpedo's still going to travel when you paused, but your shield won't run out. So you can kind of exploit that slightly, and I do exploit that slightly.
Enemy missed, Captain.
As you can see,
Well,
I
there's
brought.
nothing wrong with the exploits. It's the first. It's just a crutch, but eventually you're gonna want to do it flawlessly.
Yeah. I mean, that's always the goal of this dude, and that guy's going to do with those really devastating charge-up attacks I don't want to get hit by. Now, as you can see, I'm using it to my advantage here. Like, I just paused, and my shield's going to stay up.
Enemy fire deflected.
But
You're a monster.
that guy fired as well, like in the pause, and it seems oddly inconsistent. It sometimes does that, sometimes it doesn't. It's really odd. But I mean,
Enemy
honestly, the combat feels so good in this game. Like, you genuinely feel like you're achieving
enemy shot.
quite dramatically when you like explode an enemy. It's definitely satisfying. Like, I find it very satisfying to kill shit in this game.
Shot deflected.
And you know,
That's wildly unnecessary to cheat there.
hey man,
Enemy missed, Captain.
it's not cheating if it's a bug, right? So, see, sometimes I'm pausing to gauge if there's a certain time it will do it, if that makes any sense.
Enemy shot deflected.
I'm just being a piece of shit at this point, just going, block when I want.
You pathetic aliens don't have the power to control time.
Enemy shot missed.
But yeah, like, really good game. Like, I'm definitely interested to see the direction this game takes. Like, because the difference from this patch to the last patch is very significant.
Medical
Like,
attention
in the last patch, these ships didn't have any animation at all. They were literally just still. They wouldn't move. I mean, they may kind of move from left to right slightly, but the actual extremities on it wouldn't move. Although I do feel like I'm kind of fighting space seafood, almost.
Yeah, they kind of strike me like that too.
Shot deflected.
They certainly aren't mega intimidating aliens.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to be intimidated by a JPEG, but...
Well, I mean, if those were Reapers, that'd be spooked.
yeah.
Even though that's
No,
literally space seafood.
Yeah. I basically just paused, because you can see he's doing that big charge up, and I just want to see, like, if it would fire. Like, so this is also me bug testing almost, seeing what bugs out when, specifically.
I hope that eventually they can find a way to animate it better so the combat doesn't look so still.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna guess at some point they're gonna put in enemy evasion as well, which would be really fucking annoying, I could imagine.
It might already be in, but on a timer with no visual representation. Might just be
Maybe.
like a miss on occasion.
Maybe, yeah. But like I said, later on, I'm consistently hitting, because I feel it's more based on the crew stat. I'm definitely hitting at the moment more than I normally would.
Missed, Captain.
Whiff.
Enemy threat eliminated.
But like I said, that combat's genuinely quite satisfying. I don't think I've explained the little jars either. You notice I get that jar of liquid?
Engines at full power.
Yeah, apple juice.
Yeah, basically. The kind of greeny blue one, the like really light blue coloured one, that basically increases health past its capacity. So like, see like the shuttle bay and the engine, see they got that bar? That's like the maximum health of those items, but you can actually increase it beyond that using that, but only for a certain amount of time.
We're too close to that star, Captain.
So like for 10 days or 30 days is the longest one, I think. And the red liquid is the most interesting one, if you ask me. It increases efficiency of items. So for instance, if I'm running really low on oxygen, I can put like the red gel into my like oxygen regenerator, and what it will do is increase efficiency. So like it'll like double the amount of resources I get out of it. And what you
Did
can
you even notice that the AI told you were too close to the star?
Nah, not really. I didn't really give a shit. You have to be super close for it to even matter.
Full alert.
I can see it's above me. I can see the solar flares.
Civilian rabies, come on.
Ah, who cares about rabies? Now, you see, I'm having to make a decision at the moment because quite a lot of people are injured, and I've already got one person healing, and I've got a chance of being attacked as well. So I'm like, I didn't really want to send someone away on a task, because at this point, like I said, I wasn't aware that you could bring back someone from a task while also fighting. Which seems odd, you can bring back someone from a task when fighting, but you can't bring someone back from the medical bay. But and I suppose what you could fucking do is you could like put someone in the medical bay and then just keep blocking shots of like the last enemy ship just to get everyone healed. I mean, it'd be a bit laborious, but you could do that.
Well, I abuse that shit all the time in FTL.
Yeah, don't we all? I mean, I really enjoy FTL, but I gotta admit, I do enjoy this game more. I'm finding myself to be more immersed with this one. But I guess that means it's kind of, I find it kind of hard to immerse yourself with like a solely 2D game, almost. That's not saying that FTL's a bad game. I love FTL, I think it's a great game.
I think part of the problem is that in FTL, you're not playing anybody. You're the
Yeah.
ship AI at best.
Yeah. And sort of, well, really you're a god. Because you can control people's free will to a certain extent. It's like The Sims, but in space.
I mean, I suppose you can't take a guy who's about to die from oxygen deprivation and tell him to walk out the airlock.
Yeah.
And he'll just do it.
Yeah. I mean, at that point
Maybe
you're not.
you're a slave ship. Maybe that's the twist.
You're being hailed.
Now, as you can see, I'm hurting a little bit here. And all these enemies fire lasers, so. There's me looking at, oh shit, someone's in the sick bay. So I'm having to look at my stats again, being like, right, what's the best stats? It's all about balancing what you have. Which is why I like this game, I feel. Like, I like thinking about things. Fucking UI bugging out again. Oh, there's also another interesting mechanic I haven't mentioned yet, and that's the weapon cycling. You can force the enemies to cycle their weapons. See how I just focused straight on the blue guy? If I hit his weapons, it will cycle over to the next option. So as you can see, he's blue. So if I hit him, it will turn red, and if I hit him again, it will turn yellow. So I can basically force all the enemies to be yellow if I want. Which brings other unique tactics involved.
Bad shot. Enemy shot.
I felt that was a good shield and a dodge there. I pretty much avoided all their attacks there. There you go, he's yellow, and I'm like, yep,
Ending.
sorted. I like you can do that. I like you have options kind of thing. I actually completely forgot about that because it's so second nature to me now that I can do that.
Enemy shot deflected.
Do the shields cycle too if you target them?
Injury.
No. They choose when they use a certain shield. That's something you can't change. But they won't actually change their own weapons. They won't do it themselves. They'll just constantly use that weapon colour.
Enemy shot deflected.
I say colour, but it's actually energy type technically. You see I was a piece of shit there and I just paused. I'm like, yeah.
Shot deflected.
It's really weird with the charge up attacks, you have to time it. And I was well lucky that the other guy missed there as well.
Shot missed. They blocked our shot. Enemy fire deflected.
But once you kind of get used to the weapons timing, you can really get used to the combat in this. Like, I do recommend it for its combat. Like, I'll be interested to see if they add any kind of different scenarios to this game. Because at the moment it's just kind of getting to Tidus Nova. That's the only kind of gameplay mode. I mean, I suppose if I wanted to go around the galaxy just beating the living shit out of things, I could just play any of the game modes technically. Because I don't have to go to Tidus Nova. It'd just be interesting if I didn't have to deal with the fact that I had like 10,000 civilians on board.
Shot deflected.
But it makes me
You're
wonder.
trying to turn it into open world FTL.
Yeah.
Come on, do you?
Shot missed.
It'd be interesting.
Bad shot. Shot
I mean, I'd like to basically be the Scorn and just going around just beating the living snot out of other alien races.
enemy missed, Captain.
Not that I'm a dick or anything, you understand.
Injury sustained.
I mean, feel free to not let your entire crew die.
Shot blocked.
They're fine, don't worry about it. I'm not going to lose any more people. I'm not that dumb, right? Although I'm dumb enough to fire a yellow beam at a yellow shield, apparently.
Life support hit.
There are those elements in battles where you're just like, oh no, fuck, and everything just starts snowballing though, because you're like panicking. Which doesn't really make sense when you have a pause option, you shouldn't really panic, but I sometimes do still. I'm just like, stop.
Shot missed.
I get really annoyed when crew miss as well, I'm just like, stop missing, damn it. I have
Especially when you're in
problems.
the one shot and they die aspect.
Yeah.
Shot deflected. Injuries reported.
I'm just like, fuck. Just getting the absolute snot beaten out of me at the moment. But at least I got tons of things to heal my hull, right? Oh no, Cadlos, you're hurting too.
Ship destroyed.
Although I will say Cand and Wikidoo aren't looking too good right now.
Just but a flesh wound.
Tis but a scratch.
Enemy shot missed.
I had less health when I took command, man. I'm fine.
Yeah, you'll be okay.
Shot deflected. Enemy shot
Including
missed.
hype is real, like dodging all these shots. That feel of just oh no.
Enemy missed, Captain.
And I'm more than a little bit aware that my shield's gonna run out.
Bad shot.
And now I can't evade or can't shield or dodge.
You missed, Captain.
I'm just like, no, stop taking damage, please. I think I'm losing civilians at this point as well. Because apparently this
Missed.
actually damages civilians as well. People actually die in these attacks.
Enemy shot missed.
But yeah, I do recommend this game. Like I said, early access, so take it with a pinch of salt, yes.
Enemy shot deflected.
But honestly, this game was
Missed, Captain.
reasonably cheap. It was $14, so like I've more than got that out of it. I've played this game for like 20 hours, so
Rip.
oh yeah. Well, fuck. I ain't got anyone on any weapons. We need to sort that out. How to put Moltar onto torpedoes. I've already got 3 people left. It's not looking too good right now, is it? In all honesty.
See, I love lasers. I would have put them on lasers, but that's just me.
Lasers don't do as much damage. That's the problem. I feel you. I like
Styling.
lasers more. I like what they look like when they fire.
Enemy
But
ship
unfortunately, I'm more than a little bit aware that torpedoes do more damage. And I was kind of like, why would I do less damage?
Because you're styling and not in any danger at all.
Why not now, anyway?
Enemy fire deflected.
I'm just gonna take out their weapons and say sod it. Am I targeting their weapons?
Yep, I think your last shot took out some of their weapons.
Enemy shot
Ah.
deflected.
I mean, Moltar's a pretty good engineer, so he's pretty. Do you see that bastard change his shield at the last second?
You knew what was up.
Shot
I hate it when they do that. It's well annoying.
So I guess the idea is that they're more advanced than you because they can just sort of keep their shield up.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Oh, look at that cunt. What a bastard. Right at the last second again after I fired.
Is this still changing in order though? Shouldn't you be like one step ahead of them?
I don't. Does it change in order? I've never noticed.
Civilian casualties.
Well, they went red,
sustained.
yellow, and
I guess it does because it went from yellow to blue. Now I know that I can fucking plan for that now. I'd never even noticed that. You noticed something I didn't. I mean, it makes sense.
Master of Simon says. It's also why I took command.
Yeah. Well,
Enemy shot deflected.
Now, if they could change their laser color at the last moment, that would be bullshit.
yeah, it really would. I'm expecting they're probably going to add that at some point. The idea that they can change their lasers as well.
Enemy shot missed.
Well, I'm sure they'll make it rotate eventually, but
Yeah. That could be annoying. But I mean, definitely what they'd have to do is they'd have to choose the color when they charge up. So if they're charging up yellow, they can't just suddenly fire blue.
yeah.
'Cause
Well,
that-
I'm sure with early access it'll happen.
Yeah. And the game will just be like, at that point, I'll just be like, nope.
Resources recovered.
Yay.
My fucking avatar's like, no, we're fine.
Everything's
We were-
okay.
We were never at risk.